Welcome back to the M&M Sports Channel with your host Matt.
And Mike.
Coming at you with a favorite picks from the gridiron every week. Week 9 is gone. We're halfway through the season already. Mike, let's do a little overview of week 9.
Well, first off, I really feel bad that half is already done. Football doesn't last long enough for me anyways. But I don't think we can go... Well, if we talk about last week's games, no really big surprise, maybe except from the Panthers squeaking by Green Bay. Other than that, I didn't see anything that was huge. I don't think we can go over last week without talking about the trades. I think that the Colts make a huge move to get Gardner. That will improve the defense. Like you said yesterday, that should take care of one side of the field. What surprised me more is not the trades, but it's the no trades. Like, I thought Green Bay would have looked for a tight end with Kraft gone. I thought that Buffalo, again, would look for a number one receiver. And I thought also that since Gardner and Williams were traded, I thought that Casey would have had a shot for Brees Hall. Anything on your end?
Any surprises? Well, I love the trades the Eagles made. I mean, I love that linebacker Phillips, who was acquired for a third rounder from the Dolphins. I think he's going to be great in that offense. And they picked up 2 corners, which I like. You know, there's depth at the position, which they have a big need in. So other than the 2 big trades, you know, I was kind of sad the Colts lost Adonai Mitchell. I know he's not playing a lot this year, but I think he still had some upside. Well, I mean, there's a reason he was included in the trade. So other than those 2 big trades, and not much to say.
But they needed the help on defense, right?
Yeah, you know, the big question mark on the Colts part was the corners and the DBs. I mean, that was the big question mark. And locking up a part of the field, at least the wide receiver one of pretty much any team with Gardner, is a huge trade for them. And, you know, costing 2 first-round picks and Adonai Mitchell, I don't think it's that much of an overpay. And especially on their contract till 2030, I think it was. I think it's a great trade for the Colts. We'll see on Sunday morning.
I feel bad for the Jets fans, though. Like, again, they lost 2 key players, 2 keepers that you can build around. And I don't know. I don't know what the strategy is over there. I don't have any clue. If you want to build something from the ground up, you have to take care of the defense and offensive lines and the cornerbacks, right?
Yeah, well, you know, they were mid-rebuild, and, you know, they look like they're going to rebuild again. So I have no clue what the mission is right now in New York.
No, but there's no structure. There doesn't seem like there's a plan. What's going on? Who's ahead of this? Who's taking care of that?
Well, I think he's going to get fired.
No, but somebody had to say yes, right? You don't make 2 big moves like this without having the owner agree to it, without having the vice president and his wife and his kids and the GM and whoever's there. They all said, let's trade those 2 players for draft pick. Well, you'll be lucky even if you get number 1, you'll be lucky if they're half as good as them, right?
Yeah, but I mean, with Quinnen Williams gone, which was a first and a third with Messiah Smith, plus the 2 first-round picks and Adonai Mitchell, you know, it's still 4 first-round picks for the Jets. I mean, it's pretty big, you know. So
no, but some people wanted to compare that trade to the Cowboys trade. I don't think there's any thing to compare about. I think that the Parsons was overrated. I don't think he has such an impact right now with Green Bay. They had a great deal done, but the Jets, my God, awful. It's really awful for the game, I think.
Well, certainly for the Jets fans, I mean, you know, there were two cornerstones players on that defense. I mean, other than those two guys, I mean, it's a complete rebuild.
No, again, right?
Seems like every 3, 4 years we say, well, the Jets back on the rebuild again. So when is the rebuild going to be that good rebuild? I mean, they seem like Quinn Williams 27, Gardner's 25, plus they have Garrett Wilson and Brees Hall. I mean, the only thing really missing is a cornerback, and the rebuild is truly on to compete for something, but
Unreal.
they fall short. Well, if you're gonna trade your two big guys on defense, why not trade your big guys on offense? That's the part I don't get. Why do a half rebuild? I mean, I don't know what division is in New York, but
Well, I would have understood more, but maybe not agree, but understood more if they would have traded All and Wilson than those two defensemen guy, right?
yeah, but you know, who knows at this point?
Unreal. Anyways, anything else?
That's pretty much it for me on the overview. Are you done?
Well, the only thing I have to tell you is that you had a shot to win last week. You're over for the year with the Colts. Close, but only right at the end of the game because it wasn't close at all, right?
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I wanted to say close, but no cigar. But watching the game, it was not close.
No.
It got within a touchdown at the end of the game, but not the game I expected from my Colts. But hopefully, playing Sunday morning this week, hopefully we get it done on the over for the season. But you know, it was the first time this season I took the Colts to win and they lost. I learned my lesson. I'm not gonna touch them anymore. The team, at least. I may take players again, but not calling them for the win.
No, but seriously, I think that every year the Steelers they're underrated. They play above what we think they will play. It's unbelievable. That coach, what's his name again?
Mike Tomlin.
Tomlin, like he's so good. Like he's doing a remarkable job at Pittsburgh. It's unbelievable. They seem down and out for this year with a questionable quarterback, but it seems like from week in and week out they're getting better, and they're on top of the division, which I thought maybe they'd be last this year, and again they're on top. Unbelievable job, right?
Yeah, and you know that division is not the greatest division in the world right now. Ravens kind of iffy every week. The Bengals and the Browns. I mean, it's a pretty good division to be in right now. But
Yeah.
Mike Tomlin's doing the most he can with the chips he's dealing with yet again, and it seems like he's doing everything he can every season. And it's been the last 2 seasons or 3 seasons I thought they were not going to be any close to winning games, but he always finds a way to get that team where they need to be.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
So moving into week 10, we have the most anticipated matchup this season. You know what it is, Mike?
That's the first time you say that all year. Okay, shoot.
New Orleans versus the Panthers.
Well, there's another one though, right?
What?
The Browns and the Jets.
Yeah, that's another.
That's a Super Bowl, not the Super Bowl, right?
Oh yeah. So Mike, hit us up with your first pick of the week. Right?
Okay, well, my first pick of the week is on Thursday, so it won't take long. The Broncos are 4-0 at home. It's so difficult to play there at Mile High. And I don't see the Raiders. They just lost their one of their top wide receiver and and Myers. And the Broncos are they beat a very tough Houston team last week. Houston is playing a lot tougher than at the start of the year. So I thought it was a great win for them on the road, and I think that's a lot easier task on a short week. So Broncos minus 9.5. Matt.
Well, I agree also on the Broncos. So I have the wide receiver Troy Franklin over 41 and a half. Uh, I mean, he's had 10, 9, and 10 targets the last 3 weeks. He played really great. He's number one right now in targets for the team and second in receptions. I think he'll have a great week. So will the Broncos. Will have a great week this week.
My second pick is, and we've talked about it earlier in the trades, is I think that the Browns are playing a lot better than at the start of the year. They don't have a bad structure. I think they can work on it and add pieces at the end of the year. And versus the Jets, where well, not only did they get rid of their two best players on defense, but it's the message that they're sending to both the players and the fan, but most importantly, the players. So I don't see him getting up for that game. And so I'll go with the Browns minus 2.5. Matt?
Yeah, and it really sends a message of we're okay with losing. I mean, not a great mentality for a football team.
No, exactly.
My second pick is going to be Sam Laporta over 50 and a half. They're playing the second worst defense in receiving yards. So I think he'll have a great week being the second option in that offense. And once again, I think he'll hit 50 and a half.
My third pick is the Vikings are playing at home, and they're playing a Ravens team that were a lot better this week. But like, I can't believe that the Vikings are underdog by 4.5 points at home against the Ravens. I think that will be a very, very close game. Should end by a field goal at the end of the game. I think that the Vikings right now are the better team with JJ back. I think it's going to be a lot closer, but I'll take the Vikings plus 4.5. I don't think they can lose by more than 4.5 if they do lose the game. So Vikings plus 4.5. Mike?
For my next pick, I'm going with DJ Moore over 41 and a half yards. I think this one's a bit low for him. He's been having a lot of good weeks recently, and I think he can perform well against one of the worst passing defense in the league. So DJ Moore over 41 and a half.
My last pick of the week is the Pats and the Bucks have two things in common. They can score points. The Pats have shown that the defense is soft, but Mayer is playing like a champ right now. He's on fire. So I see that game with lots of points. So the Bucks and the Pats over 48.5. Mats?
Yeah, well, I love that pick. I looked at that also, and I almost took it. I like the over on that game as well. For my next pick, I'm going with Tyler Warren over 42 and a half. He's averaging 58 a game. I think 42 is pretty much a gimme for him. He's really consistent. I mean, he's hit over on that 40 something 8 of the last 9 games, and I think he'll make it 9 out of 10. I think this one leads. Yeah, so and my last pick is Eagles plus 2.5 against Green Bay in Lambeau Field. You know, they just lost their big tight end who was the second most targeted player and he had the most yards on the team. So losing a player like that hurts, and most importantly, I think, is the Eagles are coming off a bye week. They had 2 weeks to prepare for Green Bay and to heal up before this game. I think they come out of the game swinging and win this one. And you have points. So I love this pick. So thanks to you NFL fans for watching the video. Hopefully we got a lot of hits this week. We'll see you guys next week.
One last thing is my heart was broken by the Jays. They had such a great series. I thought they deserved to win. I thought they played better, but that's baseball. So take care, Possums, and have a great NFL week.